Welcome to JJ Live Learning. Let's our experience be your guide. Today concept is ADRMS. Active Directory Rights Management Service is a service which is present on your AD from 2008 R2 onwards. This ADRMS have its own set of tools to help organization work with security technologies and manage the rights on an organization intellect property like email message, Microsoft Office document, project information, contacts, and other document to be protected. These operations can be authorized users can perform on them. It uses to encrypt and form a selective functionality denial for limited access to a document like printing, copying, editing, forwarding, or deleting can be allowed or disallowed by the specific user. So the end user can protect their document by its own, which user can access my document and what privileges we can set it onto the document can be set it by its own access. This functionality will be verified only through the ADRMS, and from the ADRMS the rights will be goes to the end user to protect the documents onto the network segment. The hardware requirement to configure your ADRMS. We need domain controller and we need one member server. On your member server we have to install and configure your ADRMS. Finally we need client PC, that is Windows 10 or Windows 7. On that operating system we have to install MS Office or Adobe Reader to secure your documentation. Let's we start the practical session. First we have to log in onto your domain controller. On your DC we have to give the command dsa.msc. So your Active Directory user and computer console will be open here. On that console select your sky.com and select your user option, and we are going to create the user account rms-admin. This user helps to log in onto your member server and install your ADRMS service. So rms-admin is the user account, will be get the admin credential so the user can install the service. After creating the user account you have to add your email account on your user properties. As the same, what are the user account we are creating on your DC? For all the user account you have to set the email account. Now the second user we are creating here is rms-service. This user will helps to check the backend verification of your end users. So rms-service is the user which is help to verify your cross verification of the end user of your protection document. So we have to add the mail ID for that user account also. Now go to the rms-admin and add the credential. So we are going to add the credential domain admin privilege. We are giving the domain admin credential for that account. Then only the rms-admin user account can log in onto your member server and they can install the services. Now create the end user. We are going to create the end users U1, U2 and U3. After creating the user account, we have to add the email account. On the user properties we have to add it. Now U2 user account will be creating here. After creating the user account, you can select all the user account and add a email address in another method also. So select all the user and right click properties, enable your checkbox on the email and give the command percentage username percentage @ sky.com. Now what are the users we are selecting for all the user account? The mail ID will be generate automatically with the user ID. You can see here the u1.sky.com will be added for the user 1 as well as user u2. The user account will be added here. Now we have to log into your member server, that is RMS server, onto the account rms-admin. So log into the rms-admin@sky.com. Open your server manager, select manage, add roles and features, select your role based and feature based option. Node2.sky.com is your member server, that is ADRMS server, and we are going to enable the service Active Directory Rights Management Service. You have to enable the dependency features as well as roles. Activate your ADRMS service. So dependency roles, that is main role is IAS, and everything will be installed now. So the installation will be completed successfully. Now configure your ADRMS service. On your server manager, on your flag icon, select the perform additional configurations. Now we are going to create a new ADRMS cluster. So select the create new ADRMS service. Use the internal database server, that is local server. So now we are going to give the user account rms-service, that backend verification user account we have to give here, rms-service@sky.com. Just give next. Select any cryptography method. Select the ADRMS management key. Set the password for clustering configuration. Select your default website. Now we have to select the cluster address, that is member server, that is RMS server FQDN we have to give here. Node2.sky.com is your FQDN entry of your ADRMS system. So give the node2.sky.com on your entries. Create a self-signed certification. We are going to create a new certification here for your Node2 server. Now the installation will be started, that is configuration will be started here. We successfully completed your configuration part. So in your ADRMS system itself, we are creating a folder. The folder name is common data. This folder is going to share through the network. All the users can access this data through the network, and we are giving full credential to that directory. This directory will be mapped to the end users also, or they can access the shared data through the network. Now go to the DC machine and select the tools, that is ADSA edit, Active Directory editor. So check the connection point between your DC as well as RMS server. So select your configuration. On your configuration, CN equal to services, CN equal to rights management service, CN equal to security connection point, and it check the FQDN entries, that is binding information will be checking here. Now we are going to log in onto the client. Now log into the user account u1@sky.com. This is the client user. So the client user log in onto the PC and he is opened the document, that is Word document he is opening here. Now he typing the content. This document is going to protect it for the remaining users which is present on your net AD. So go to the prepare restricted permission and select the restricted access, and it asking the certificate service. So enabling the certificate service for the user U1. This document authentication for U1 only. So this document is going to secure for the other users for U2 as well as U3 is going to secure. There are two options there. One is read, another one is change. So read option will be used to protect the document. The end user can't write the document as well as print the document, but changes they can modify and they can print the document. So we are restricted for two users, U2 as well as U3. Now save the document. So the document will be saved through the network. So 10.0.0.50 is the shared document IP address. So common data is your shared directory. For the directory, we are storing the file. Now the file will be saved onto the network. This document hi will be opened by the U2 as well as U3 user. So now we are going to sign out from the user account U1. Now we are logged into the U2 user account. The U1 is restricted. The document for U2 is they can't modify the document as well as they can't print the document. So now the U2 is trying to access the shared document through the network. He is opening the common data. The file will be hi is showing here. He is opening the document. Once he tried to opening the document, it cross-verify the restriction with the help of ADRMS. It asking the certificate service. Now the U2 will be trying to access the document. Once they giving the user ID password, it hitting the rights management service. For this document, any restrictions will be present or not. That will be verified by the RMS server. So this document is be protected by the user U1. For the U2 can't access the data. So see here, we can't write the data, we can't modify, and we can't take any printout. You can view the permission also on here. So the end user will be restricted through the network. Now we have to sign out from the U2 now. We are going to log into the U3 user account. For this U3, the U1 will be restrict the document. They can't take the printout, but they can modify or editing the file system. So now U3 is trying to access the shared document over the network. So the common data will be a share folder. So it's the same file I will be present here. As like same, it asking the authentication. So we are giving the user ID password after enabling the certificate. We have to give the u3@sky.com. Once giving the password, it will be checking your rights management service whether the document will be restricted for U3 or not. So what are the restrictions will be done by U1 that will be applicable to the U3. Now for this document, for the end user U3, they can modify. If they want to add the content or modify or they can delete, they can do everything on here, but they can't take printout. This is the output. So from this concept, we can protect your document by the end users. I hope this video helps you to deploy your RMS on real time. Cheer me to put more videos like this. Share, like and subscribe my channel JJ Live Learning.